Hi, I'm Beckenstein. I play saxophone with SPYRO GYRA, and you're watching Pavlina's Kids Place show.
Hey everyone, this is Pavlina from Pavlina's Kids Place. I'm on location here at the Florida Theater in Jacksonville with Jay Beckenstein of SPYRO GYRA. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here.
Yes, it's nice to see you, and this is a beautiful venue. I love this venue.
It's spectacular.
Yeah, so that's great. So, SPYRO GYRA is a pretty awesome name. Like, I love it. I actually think it's really cool. And I think I read somewhere that you guys got it from like your biology class. Is that right?
Yeah, I first heard it in high school biology. I think it's an algae, filamentous algae. It just looks like nothing except green stuff in the water.
Oh, really?
But many years later, we were working in a club in Buffalo, New York, and an obnoxious club owner was telling me that he would fire us if we didn't have a name for him to advertise with.
Oh my gosh.
And I thought of this silly-sounding algae and said, you can call it SPYRO GYRA.
Wow.
He went out, got a sign, misspelled it.
Oh my gosh.
That's been the name ever since.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I just had biology last year, so I'm in chemistry now, but that's cool.
It's
Yeah.
pretty under a microscope.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the funny thing is when we first went out on tour with that name, people thought we were going to play Greek music or something.
Really?
And they kept
Oh, I
asking
can
us,
see that,
which
yeah.
one is Spyro?
Yeah.
So it really felt silly at the beginning, but as time would have it, it sounds like motion and it sounds
Yeah.
like excitement, so it works.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It definitely works with all of your music and everything. So you were brought up with jazz. Like, how did you gravitate towards that or stay with it when there were so many other influences like the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix and everything?
Well, I didn't really. I just never gave it up. A lot of what this band is about is overlaying those other influences on a jazz foundation. And, you know, our music is also about melody like the Beatles, and it's about hard driving rhythms like rhythm and blues. It's got Latin influences in it. It's got a little of everything. So, but never gave up the jazz of my childhood.
I just interviewed Kenny G, and he's amazing. I saw his concert and everything. It was really good. So he's stuck with the jazz too. So I've interviewed a couple jazz people now.
Mr. Gorlick.
Yes, yeah, yes, exactly. So growing up, kids have all kinds of obstacles. What kind of obstacle did you have, and how did you overcome or deal with them?
I was always the shortest kid in my class.
Me too. It's okay.
And I overcame it by playing saxophone really well.
Yeah.
There you
Awesome.
go.
That's great. Yeah. I play steel drums, so yeah.
Wow, that'll put a few inches on you.
I just got this new watch, and it says,
You got a pan watch.
yeah, it says anytime is pan time. I'm obsessed with this. Like, yeah.
Do you actually play them, the chromatic
Double
ones?
seconds, yeah. Well, yeah, double seconds.
Wow.
So, with big chrome thingies, like 30 pounds each.
Yeah,
So
you have
my,
to go to
yeah.
Trinidad for Panorama.
Yes, yeah, my,
For
actually-
Panorama Month.
Yeah, yes, yeah, exactly. But there's a guy in Stanford. His name is Tommy Reynolds, and he made the steel drums for me, and he sent them over to Trinidad to get them chromed. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you know of Andy Norell?
I don't.
Go look up online, Andy Norell. He is one of the greatest pan players,
Wow, yeah.
jazz pan players there are. There are lots of terrific pan players in the Trinidadian mold and in the
Yes,
Calypso mold. But Andy Norell has taken it to a whole nother level.
Really?
So if you're interested, check that out.
Yes, of course. Yeah, my mentor who like taught me steel drums for a while, like passed away a little while ago. But he had a watch very similar to this, and I was just like, oh. So yeah, I'm like obsessed
you
with it.
dive too?
Oh,
That's
what is
the
it?
Trinidadian
Yeah,
flag,
yeah.
right?
Yes, yeah. So I've talked with a lot of performers that have been performing for a really long time, and you guys have been performing for almost 40 years now. What has been like really surprising about that, and has made it special for you?
That we've been performing for 40 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That this thing that we love has resonated enough with audiences for 40 years to keep it alive. That's miraculous to me. I'm really amazed and blessed and grateful.
Definitely, that's great. So, have you ever had the pressure to like cross over to other genres, throughout the years? And how did you stay true to SPYRO
I can't sing.
Gyra? Really?
I'm a saxophonist.
Yeah.
So there was only so much crossover I could do. Besides which, I didn't get into music in the first place I didn't think of it as a career. I thought of it as a calling.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way that your music has any uniqueness or personality to it is if it's your own.
Exactly.
And so if you set out to make your own music, there's only so much bending that you can do to be more popular or more pop or more current or whatever it is. In the end, the best thing you can ever do as an artist, long run, is be yourself and be yourself beautifully.
Yeah, definitely. I like that. That's cool. So, kind of like what we were talking about before with Trinidad, are there areas around the world that really grab onto the uniqueness of your band and everything, like Jamaica or Trinidad? Is that like a big area for you guys?
Yeah, well, the Caribbean, our initial things, our initial introduction to the public involved some singles that were definitely Caribbean sounding. And we played a lot of music that had a salsa feel. So the Caribbean is there. But the really hot places these days for SPYRO GYRA are South Africa.
Okay.
We're headed back to the south of Africa. We're going to Mozambique next. South America, we're headed there this week.
Ooh,
But South America, Argentina, Chile.
Yeah.
And Asia and Europe. Once again, we've been just really lucky to have had a really big success early on in our career that introduced us to a lot of places in the world.
Yeah.
And so we're welcome there, and it's awesome to have audiences in Thailand and Indonesia and Lithuania and Sicily and Bolivia.
Exactly.
That's our next date after this swing, Bolivia.
Oh, fun. Have fun there. So,
Oh,
yeah, in your new album, the Rhinebeck sessions is like groundbreaking for you guys. You've never done that in like 40 years. So what is that like?
Well, the difference between the Rhinebeck sessions and records that we've made 30 of them over those 40 years, is that the Rhinebeck sessions, we went into the studio with no material and no predetermined ideas whatsoever.
Yeah.
And just sat down and started writing music together and formulating music together. So they were all group compositions, they were all group efforts, and it's not like other things we've done because of that.
Yeah, and it only took you guys like 3 days, right?
Well, that was part of the challenge.
Really?
In a way, we didn't. This band on record has been known to really polish everything and get all the corners straight and get it all orderly. And we needed to break that mold a little bit. We've done plenty of that. So the 3-day limit meant that a lot of little roughnesses had to be accepted.
Yeah.
And in the end, it gave it a nice, I don't know if honesty is the word, but something very earthy and real.
Yeah, real would be a good word for that. I like that. Definitely. Well, what are your upcoming plans and events? I know you said you're traveling everywhere, but is that it?
Yeah, gosh, as long as people want to see us, we'll keep doing it. It's funny how it's coming around for us after so many years. We're starting to get sort of elder respect. People around the world are coming to see us because of a very long career that's involved many generations of people now. And when we come into these various places, and that includes the places in the United States, we're starting to get a revered status.
Oh, really?
And it's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's very nice to feel that you've put a lot of work in your life, and something's starting to come back where people appreciate it.
Yes, definitely. That must feel really good. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you. A pleasure.